kind of mess there is behind me. Where's Mark? There he is. How are you all? This is going to be interesting reading your comments from here. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Kada Girl, Leanne, Evas, Michelle LaRousse. Welcome, everybody. If anybody's new, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you always know when we're live. I'm having one of my paranoid times about my neck. Morning, Jackie. Morning, Milk Honey. Morning, Millie Parfit. Say good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Mark is not joining us today because he's editing the No Name Sunday show, and my snoring was so bad last night. He got very little sleep. Very little sleep. I even started snoring down here, didn't I, before I went up? When you're snoring already, we've not even gone up to bed. Oh, I had such a lovely day yesterday. I went to Stacey's and sat in her garden, and it was just so lovely. The garden is so beautiful. Actually, I'll post a picture later of me on her swing. Her swing. Oh, everything about it was gorgeous. Rexy was so lovely. I took the food and it was just, we just had the loveliest time. Yeah, it really was. Really was lovely. Morning, Nicola Harker. Morning, Soraya. Morning, Milk and Honey. No, I didn't vlog it. I didn't vlog it because we all have to have a day off sometimes, don't we? Hi, Vicky Suzanne. Vicky Suzanne, welcome to the family guest area. Because you are a new family guest, you will now get a welcome song. And what you have to remember is the song is supposed to be shit. Welcome, Vicky Suzanne. Welcome, Vicky Suzanne. Welcome. There you go. That was one of my good ones. So anyone that joins our family guest area gets a little welcome song. Pickle Cottage. Oh my God, it was heaven. I have to say, it did take me ages to get there, and some of the other loose women went, and it was just joyful. It was just a really life-affirming day. We just hung out, we just fell asleep, chatted, had another little sleep in the sun. We just ate lots of food. We had lovely wine. It was just, oh God, it was just so needed. It was just super special. And it was so lovely to see Rexy after almost a year. It was lovely. Happy anniversary, Laura. I don't know what your anniversary is for, but happy birthday. And congratulations, Laura. I don't know what for, but I can see people are congratulating you. Ruth Blandford, my mum is 92 tomorrow, going to see her in a care home today. I only get 20 minutes, but better than nothing. Oh, I bet. Turn around that way so we haven't got the sun behind us. That's exactly what Stacey said. She's, I love it when people come to my house and fall asleep. But it was so nice because you're out in the sun on the sunbed. It was just gorgeous. It was your birthday yesterday. Michelle Main, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michelle Main. Happy birthday to you. How are you all doing? You having a nice weekend so far? So far, so good. I'm not going to talk about the news today because the actual news, I mean, there's very good news. There's very good news in yesterday. Was it yesterday or today that Israel had their first day of absolutely no deaths. Also, a third of English hospitals have no one with coronavirus in their intensive care wards. And now I think 50% of the population are vaccinated. So that's all really good news. I'm not talking about any bad news today, because I think sometimes we just need a break. What do you think? Lee's had his first jab. Wow, Lee. Lee, did you see our live yesterday? We were talking about you quite a lot. We were holding you up as a shining example of a man who looks after himself. How do you feel? Do you feel ill, Lee? Tell us. Have you had any symptoms? Oh, Nicola, wishing your dad well. Hi, Deborah Holdsworth. Beach yesterday, sunburned today. Oh, no, it was so hot yesterday. You felt like you could have got burnt. Really was. My grandma is 99, loves your vlogs and thinks Mark is hilarious. Jill Orrell, what is your grandma's name? Please send her name.
Send her
99.
Send her address to Michelle and I'll send her a card.
Yeah, send her address to the
99. Wow.
Yeah, to Michelle's email, and we will and just tell us that, her name and everything, and we'll send her a card. Going to go and we'll watch this later. Okay, Nadia, see you later.
Oh my God, Lenny's funny shit is so funny this week.
Hi, Jacqueline Frost. Mark's just talking at the same time. So, if for those of you that are in the family guest area, you know that on Maddie does on the Sunday show, she does funny shit. And Mark said this week's is absolutely brilliant. So if anyone wants to join the members area, it works out at 50 pence a week. And every Sunday you get an hour, between an hour and a half and 2 hour show, totally broadcast quality. You could put it out on television. And then you also get an extra live with me and Mark, where you ever get the chance to win a hand-signed card. And you also get a live on a Tuesday night where Mark cooks and burns off his fingers, grates off his fingers, and has been very close a couple of times to setting the kitchen on fire. But people seem to enjoy it. Going to barbecue this lunchtime, Sarah Elliott. How lovely. I love a barbecue. That's my next big project. I want a really nice proper barbecue. I need a brick there when he knows. 100% worth the $1.99. Thank you, Skylease. I think so. And it's what enables us to just work pretty much full time, 7 days a week on this channel. But of course, there's loads of stuff on the channel. If you don't want to join the members area, just hit the subscribe button so that you can take a look at all the other stuff. Has anyone ever built their own? You see, I want to build my own barbecue so I can get it exactly how I want to. Anyone got any good ideas on a good YouTube channel that could teach me how to build my own barbecue? Because that miserable git behind me doesn't like barbecue, so doesn't engage at all in the barbecue chat.
I want to build one.
He hears me. You see, when he doesn't want to hear me, he goes, oh, sorry, my headphones were in.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Milk honey, we are thinking, yeah, our hot tub is still working, except it does need quite a lot of treatment, the water. I can't seem to get the water right. We have a family barbecue most Sundays when weather is good. How lovely, Lenny Bear. I'm really jealous. That's what I'd like. I'd love to know that on a Sunday I do a family barbecue. I'd love that. I really would, but he just won't engage. First live you've caught in ages, Dolly Ray. Well, welcome. We've missed you. Buzzing in Didsbury outside yesterday. So good for business and economy. Whoop, whoop. I have to stop watching TV. Remember, selective hearing remark. Yes, Miss Dunn. Yeah, no, life really is, just does feel like we're getting back to something, doesn't it? Please God, please God. I love a barbecue. It's nice and yummy, especially with family in my parents' house because I don't own a garden. Exactly. It's just something so, I don't know, party-like about having a barbecue, isn't it? Even if there's only a few of you, because it's a bit more of an effort. I think that's what it is. It's like, this is a bit more of an occasion. Any brickies out there that would like to come and help me build my barbecue?
Yeah, you'll get more than you bargained for.
This is off the back of a story today that apparently 50% of workmen that visit homes say they have been propositioned for sex. And did brickies come out on top?
Yeah.
And brickies are the most likely to be asked for sex. So what would you fancy more? A brickie, a plumber, a plasterer, a painter decorator? I can't remember what the other one was. What would be your most fancy? A roofer. What would get you going? Hello, Jacqueline Frost. Hello, HW. Is Mark wearing a hat again? Yes, he is, Selena Luflog. I bought a yearly membership, but I'm anxious people will look at me. Okay, we're going to be talking about that in a bit. I'm trying to relax watching Cliff Richard's summer holiday film. We're all going on a summer holiday. Oh, it's such a joyful film, that, isn't it? Leap here. I used to love the thought of a plumber or workman coming over to my flat and then it escalating into good times. So why a plumber? See, I think because brickies are building a wall, I think there's something about... This is why we think the numbers are higher for a brickie. Oh, mechanic, says Nicola. Lewis Craig, probably a brickie. Ashley Gardner would like a female plumber. Mark, yeah. Ashley wants a female plumber. Okay. Come on, what would be your fantasy, guys? It's not obviously what's his plumbing fixing, Santa. None of the above. Wouldn't have the energy, says Alice Kearney. Oh, that's nice, Laura. So I'm so jealous. We need to husband swap. Yeah, Lisa has a barbecue every night with her fella, just the two of them. No, you don't have to choose someone. Some of you are getting a bit worried about this. This is just a completely hypothetical, silly question. Don't feel obliged. Yeah, Lee wants someone to service his boiler, says Selena Lou Fogg. Oh, Linda Fissett has them all in one man. My husband. You've got a husband who can plumb, build a wall, roof and plaster. Wow. I remember my dad once saying, we need to find somebody in the family that will marry a plumber. It's so hard to get a plumber. Pre-Kardashians reunion, their rider was a vitamin IV drip, according to Andy Cohen. Really? Really? Wow. I'm watching the most recent series. They have gone absolutely nuts now. I mean, oh my God, the extremes. Like Kylie on yesterday's episode, I want to show you my new car. And Kim says, okay, show you me my new car. And then they go out and she's got this Rolls Royce and she goes, I got it. And it's really weird. It's like when they have a party, it's like when they talk about it, it's like they literally organise all the party themselves. Went out, bought the party bags, cooked the meal, dressed the house, whatever. But of course, there's a team of people that they've employed for absolutely everything they do. But she shows her this Rolls Royce that's pink inside. And you would think she'd made it herself, Kylie. Honestly, it's so funny. I didn't want the factory pink because there's only one kind of pink that you can get with a Rolls Royce and it's from a factory. So she got a different pink. I got it made a different pink. I mean, read the room. Tone deaf or what? Pepto pink. I mean, just unbelievable. Yeah, pink inside. Olias says she doesn't care. She'll have any of them. Bricky, plasterer or roofer. Oh, Nicola Hull wants a hairy lorry driver. Nicola. Ah. Have you watched the new Bethany program? No, I love Bethany. Is there a new Bethany program? Where is it? Is it on Hey You? Katie Wilson won't let anyone come into her house because it's too much of a mess. Well, I don't think they would bother about the mess. Kim Long wants the postman. Fireman all the way, Zoe. Now, you see, I didn't give you the option of a fireman, Zoe. I said a plasterer, because this is the story in the paper today. A plasterer, a brickie, a plumber, a roofer, or a painter decorator. Those were the choices. Did I say plumber? Do you believe them with this survey that 50% of them have been propositioned for sex? Just say yes or no. Or do you think it's a bit of,
10% of them have been asked to fix sex toys.
No.
Yeah.
And 10% of them said they'd been asked to fix sex toys. No. No. Yes. No. Kind of a mixture. Because I wonder if it's one of those things that they all have to tell each other that it's all happened. In their imagination, says someone somewhere. Lee Peart. I once had a Joe Malone consultant come over to do a scent map for me and my reed diffusers. but alas, she was female. Had you booked it because you wanted a male lead? Hi, Anita Burke. Hi, Alice Kearney. Hi, Jane O'Neill. Wishful thinking, Jane O'Neill says. Mark, you can do her odd jobs. Who's that?
Pardon?
Julie Hart says, can you do her odd jobs for her?
Absolutely.
Can't do odd jobs.
I'm good at odd jobs.
He's terrible at odd jobs. He's good with the garden, but can't do an odd job. Cannot do an odd job. You couldn't put up a shelf. Hi, Marcia Toms. A plumber crapped my U-bend. Oh my God, Zoe says the guy who fixed her washing machine a few months ago left me his number. Wow. So do you think maybe when they say 50% of them say they've been propositioned, have they been propositioning themselves? Dawny Harvey, I'd like a plumber this week and a painter and a decorator the week after and then a plasterer. Okay. Is Mark still building your lovely patio area that will be a nice barbecue area? No, Laura, he isn't.
Hang on. You don't know what I've talked about in Roofing It Out because you haven't watched it.
You haven't said to me you're doing a patio area.
I think I might have said it the other night and you got very excited.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Where?
You're not remembering stuff, babe. It's getting really worried.
Oh my God, where did you tell me you were doing a
You were
patio?
on the sofa and you were like, oh,
I suppose I just didn't believe you.
No, it's nice.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, oh my God, I don't know what Mark put on the title. What did he put on the title? What does the title of this say? I think weight and something worries coming out of lockdown. Now, you know me, I don't believe in jumping on and off the scales, going on diets, calorie counting. I've been wrapped up in the diet culture, being conned by it for years, never really being happy, worked really hard on my whole mentals around, you know, body image and overeating and then undereating and all that stuff. And I very, very much, you know, I'm very, very anti the diet culture. But I'm also, and sometimes people get me a bit confused with this, I'm also not of the school of thought that, oh God, whatever size I am is fine because I don't want to be unwell from my weight. Now, that's not to say that I judge anyone else that chooses to be big or may in fact not choose, but may have all sorts of reasons why they may be living with obesity or whatever. Some people are just happier, just eating whatever they want and being whatever size they want. And I pass no judgment on it whatsoever. Just the same if somebody wants to be ultra, ultra thin and that, you know, and that's what they like and they will, you know, whatever. It's none of my business how anybody else looks or how anybody else runs their body or their life. Some people think that I am like an advocate of being, that I want to just be as big as I want to be. That is absolutely not true. I get annoyed that actually to be the perfect healthy weight, I would have to be smaller than I want to be. But anyway, so all of that. Now, in the first lockdown, I was really feeling quite amazing physically. I was eating really well. I wasn't binging. I don't know if you remember, towards the beginning, I was really bad. I went really chaotic and disordered with my eating because it is my default. It's something I have to work on all the time, not to be like that. And I was just doing lots of exercise and I was eating really well and you know, my clothes were fitting me. I didn't know what weight I was, but I knew I was okay because my clothes were fitting me and I was, you know, moving about fine and all of this. Anyway, this last lockdown, and I think a lot of you might feel the same way about this. Well, I know you do because lots of you have said it. The last lockdown was just, oh my God, this last one, I just found it really hard. just so tough, not seeing my friends, not having anyone round. All of us every weekend just thinking, oh my God, just to be able to go to a restaurant, just to be able to go to a gallery, just to be able to go to cinema. You know, we've all been feeling that, haven't we? Much more in the last since Christmas. And it's not that I've been doing like emotional binge eating. It's not like that, which I have been a victim of over the years. But I have just totally taken my eye off the ball, right? And like doing unbelievable things like ordering a McDonald's at midnight. Like I said to Mark, I think I said this the other day, like I'm 16 or 17. So I'm just moving this around because I don't want the girls to come down and be live, me be live. Mark, can you just tell Maddie, because I don't know if she's going to come through in time. Sorry, I was just worried, because sometimes she comes down in a towel to go to the shower and she'll be annoyed with me if I'm long. Yeah, so just been like eating things that I wouldn't normally eat and drinking more than I did in the first lockdown. Not loads, but just drinking more than I did in the lockdown. And actually my body doesn't really deal very well with alcohol. Anyway, so Lenny Bear, I got in fit in lockdown doing Courtney Black workouts. Anyone else do that? I'm 54 and fittest I've ever been. Oh, I'll have to check her out. Anyway, probably wittering on a bit here. Have just been, I've been in that place where I'm having carbs like nearly all the time. Like, oh, I'm having crumpets and crisps. Oh, I wonder if I can get a hot cross bun in a sandwich. Falling into that trap again of making nice meals for other people and then just eating shit. And then the more shit you eat, the hungrier you get. And the hungrier you get, the more shit you eat. And the more shit you eat, the less you want a nice chicken breast and vegetables. And, you know, lockdown 1, my drinking was off the scale. And then in turn, ate terribly, exactly. So anyway, as you know, I don't weigh myself. My dad is diabetic. And I don't know if you remember, a couple of years ago, you might remember this, Lee. A load of us got weighed and we got predictions on our cases of diabetes. And I wasn't pre-diabetic, but they said to me, the guys, the doctors said to me, if you carry on in the trajectory that you're on, the next stage for you is pre-diabetic, right? And I just have such a fear of diabetes because watching my dad manage his diet, it's just a nightmare, diabetes. My dad has type 2 diabetes. It's now managed with insulin, but for years he managed it with his diet and that was fine. Well, it wasn't fine, it was awful because you have to watch everything you eat. So I have a real worry of diabetes. Anyway, so I had to go to the doctors for something else the other day. And they did that thing, let's weigh you. I was like, and it was really interesting how I was so freaked out that they wanted to weigh me because I was like, why? Because I don't agree with having scales and weighing yourself all the time because you can get demotivated. You can be eating well, you can be exercising well, and then you get on the scales and you're suddenly demotivated because the scales aren't showing you what you did. Jennifer, I'm now diabetic, hate it. It's just the most horrendous thing, diabetes, isn't it? So, and as I was about to say, no, I don't want to be weighed. And I thought, well, that's really interesting that I don't want to be weighed. It's because in my heart of hearts, I know that I've gone over that place that I should be with my weight. So I was thinking, I'm probably 11.5 stone, I don't really want to see this. This is racing through my mind. So I was about to say to the doctor, no, I don't want to get weighed. And I thought, no, come on, get weighed because you're avoiding something here. Anyway, I got on the scales. Oh, it was a big shock. Big. 12 stone 13. Yeah. You see, who said that? Who's been weighed? I've been weighing myself 5 times a day for ages now. Rachel, do not. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. You do not, that's not healthy. That's obsessive. That's driving you. No, don't do that. That's just like the sad step, as Joe Wicks calls it. Don't do that. That's not good. Elsa Pop, I have the same feeling, Nads. My mum had diabetes from the age of 48 to 58 when she died suddenly. Now I have such health anxiety about it, so trying to get fit and healthy, yeah. You just don't want these things that come with weight. You just don't want them. You know, heart, everything. I mean, we've learned that more than anything, haven't we, over this last year with the pandemic, and how brutal it's been. I mean, as you know, I'm a great advocate for actually helping people with the psychology around why they eat too much, and not just saying, oh, we'll just lose some weight. Just eat less and exercise more. Yeah, well, it's very easy for you to say that if you're not somebody that overeats, but actually it's a bit more complicated than that. I'm 5'6", Mandy Dennis. But no, why? Well, that was a big shock, but I'm not going to get over obsessed with that number now. It was kind of good I got that number because it put me into a bit of a shock. And now, but actually, I went into my dressing room. Now I've got a dressing room. And I was thinking, now, you know what, Nadia? This is all about denial. Because actually, how many of these clothes that are hanging up now do you not wear? I have got that lockdown thing where I'm always wearing an elasticated waist. Like I made myself put these trousers on today. I'm making myself wear trousers that I'm uncomfortable in, that don't really look that nice. Yeah, no, I'm not letting that number affect me, Zoe, but it's just, because I'm not going to keep on weighing myself. But it was good because I don't want to be this overweight. I don't want to be pushing clothes to the back of the cupboard that I can't wear anymore. And listen, come on, let's be honest. How many of us have practically been living in our pyjama bottoms? And why is that? It's because when I put anything on that isn't my pyjama bottoms, I'm reminded that actually I'm putting on weight that I don't want to have. I don't want to have it. Yeah, it did, Azanda. Absolutely. Absolutely. It did make me want to lose weight because I don't want to be unhealthy. And actually, I do want to get back into the... what am I going to do? Go and buy a whole new load of trousers now? You know, it's ridiculous. So, yeah. And I think a lot of us are feeling that coming out of lockdown. And I think it's really important because it's easy. Because my head went to stinking thinking, right, I'm just going to start. Right, what I'll do is I'll do this and I'll do that. I'm not even going to say what I was in my head I was saying to do because I think even that can be a trigger. But I went into that place of, like, emergency action. Doesn't work. I just need to get back to what I was doing before the second lockdown, the Christmas lockdown and throughout, which was just eating normally and just having fun, exercising, doing the exercise that you like. It's the most important thing is doing the exercise you like. If you do something you hate, who was it the other day was saying to me? Oh, yeah, she was saying that she drives to the gym, takes her 50 minutes to get to the gym, and then she absolutely hates it. She's in the gym for an hour with a trainer. I went, you're going to give up. I said, just don't do it. Might as well stop now. Stop paying the trainer and stop driving because you are definitely going to give up. If you've got to drive 50 minutes and then when you get there, you hate what you do, you're not going to carry on doing it, are you? You're just not. So the thing is, I think 15 kilos up in lockdown, knees and hips really aching, don't know how to start changing, really depressed. Men struggle with this stuff a lot, I think. Eamon, absolutely, and Xander here will sympathise with you because I know Xander struggles a lot as well. It's just making the small steps. It's just making small like you say, your knees and your hips are now aching. Like in a lot of places, doctors will refuse to do knee replacements until people have lost the weight because it's almost not worth it because it's still, it's just so bad for your knees. Katie Wilson, I'm the heaviest I've ever been, even when pregnant. I want to lose weight, but just ate a massive galaxy. Yeah, but you know what? If you just ate a massive galaxy, This is what I used to do in the old me that was really dangerous. So I've eaten a massive galaxy and then I go, okay, I'm not going to eat anything else all day because I've had all those calories in this morning. Won't work. By tonight, you'll be binging on something, or by the next day, you'll be binging on something. So just park it. Don't say to yourself, well, I've eaten a massive bar of galaxy, so I'm going to start being more mindful of what I eat tomorrow. Just be more mindful of what you're going to eat for the rest of today. Xander, I definitely do associate and feel like there's such a stigma towards being overweight. I'm losing the weight for me, not everybody else. Exactly. I mean, the thing is for me is that I don't feel that I have to lose weight for anybody else. I'm not an actress, which thank God is just the pressure for that. I'm in a TV show where it doesn't demand that I look a certain way. My husband still fancies me. He's not hearing again. Mark, I love you. No, it's definitely not hearing. So this isn't about me. This isn't about me falling under pressure from anyone else. This is totally me wanting to do the best for my knees, for my hips. I mean, all through my family, knee replacements, right? And I really worry about that. I want to hold off having a knee replacement. You know, my dad has diabetes, my dad has a heart condition. All these things are exacerbated if you carry weight. Selena Lou Vlog, I've lost 8 kilos in lockdown, but it's been bloody hard work. Had a total lifestyle change, hence going to the gym this morning. It's excellent for my mental health. Well, I know you've told us before that you've lost weight, and I just think that's just so amazing. But it's amazing because you feel amazing. It's not about what you look like. There was somebody, I think it was on the live that me and Dr. Titsoff were doing the other day, and somebody said, oh, I've lost, oh my God, I think it was 5 stone and I still hate myself and I still hate the way I look. And I felt so sad for that person because it was like, you've lost 5 stone. That's so hard. That's so hard. And you should be just absolutely celebrating that and just think about what you've done for your health. If you've lost 5 stone. But losing weight isn't going to magically make you a beautiful supermodel orchid. You're still going to be a daffodil. You know, you're not going to, I think people get too much expectation. Like, if I lose this amount of weight, oh my God, I'm going to look bloody amazing. I'm going to look like all these other people. You're just going to look a bit better, but you're going to feel $1 million better. That's what you've got to think. Because if you don't reach that holy grail of how you wanted to look, then it doesn't feel worthwhile. And that's just such a shame because it takes a lot of work. Exactly, it's about mindset, says Zoe. You can lose a lot of weight and not be happy within, and that's why it's so important. What's going on in your mind? Mentally, I've had to read odds at one ear. I know. You did lose 5 stone, and that was so hard, and you worked so... And now you've got long COVID. Are you getting some support for your mentals on that, Tawny? It's so hard. Lee, feel for people who struggle with their weight. I'm very privileged that I've never had to worry about it. But so many of my friends do struggle. Well, that's really kind of you to say, because so many people who don't just don't understand it. I mean, if I hear one more person go, just eat less and move more, we know, but it's a bit more complicated than that. It's like saying to someone that drinks a bottle of wine every night, well, just don't. Or somebody that always has that 3 or 4 more on a Saturday night that gives them a hangover on the Sunday. If you just say to them, well, just don't do it. Oh, well, okay, I just won't do it. That's what I'll do. I'll just not do it. Oh, my God, I've got to go, guys. It's 25 too. Yeah. So, yeah. Bit of a bugger, but I just need to get back on track. That's all I've got to do. And if anyone's feeling the same, we can get back on track together, can't we? Huh? Mwah. Lots of love to everybody. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you want to join the members area, there's a little box under here where you can join it. And the Sunday show, there he is editing it. Will be going up a bit later. Meanwhile, love you lots and see you soon.